feel a raging hard boner.
Yeah, I'm poem Jesus, bro. I got this shit.
I'm gonna have to drink a lot of water because I'm just gonna be reading the entire time.
Hi again, Luca. Glad to see that you didn't run away on us.
Nah, don't worry. You guys are hot. I mean,
Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Thank you so much for keeping your promise, Enner. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive head first into literature when you're not even accustomed to it.
Oh, come on. Like, he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if it's a plan just to come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Guys, my Mama Luca. Oh shit. Let me just close that door so that they can't hear me. Jesus. Woo! Of course she's gonna judge me, guys. Are you kidding me? Imagine your tough, mean, evil, angry son just playing this game and sounding like this. Imagine that.
Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in a club room.
Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
Don't worry, guys. Luca is always giving his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work even without me asking. Like cooking, cleaning.
How dependable.
Sayori, that's because your room is always so messy. It's distracting. Okay, honestly, true.
You two really are good friends, aren't you? Childhood. That's a high category on porn.
You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous.
How come? You and Kyo can become friends too.
Sayori.
Huh?
As usual, Sayori becomes oblivious to the weird situation she put me into.
Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know?
Wait, Sayori.
Me?
Hug me?
Not really.
Don't be shy.
It's really nothing.
What is it?
Okay, guys, sorry, but she just won me again. Guys, how can I not resist? Sam, shut up!
Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal, and it's really not. What do I do?
I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be.
All right. I love a man who takes action. Here.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention. And something else too, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss if you wanted to.
Discuss it if you wanted.
Fuck.
This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? Not you being fucking into it, main character. Hold up, pause.
She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case.
Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner.
Yuri's face is already buried in a book.
I can't help but notice it's not her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. I'm gonna say real quick.
Meanwhile, Natsuki's rummaging around the closet.
Sorry guys, I'm drinking water. Blah 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 blah. Sotomatte ne?
I'm not a pro reader, but some of the OG dialogue doesn't match the subtitles.
How? I wonder why.
I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there?
Freaking Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right place. What's the point of keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up?
Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga.
You read manga too, right?
Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really fully into until you figure out that the other person is also just as big as an otaku as you are. How did you know anyway?
I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written all over your face. You're a big-fledged weeb.
What's that supposed to mean?
I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the very first few pages. Guys, chat. Yuri! I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split. Oh my god, she is looking. Chat. Oh. That only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. What do you mean, simp? I'm not! God, it's just friendly talks, yeah? What do you mean? It's not like I like her or anything.
I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could have probably fallen asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is the clear... what? English? The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that, you all know. We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? Even if you were to come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes? Oh yeah, good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I found myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies an unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see this world through her eyes.
There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack.
There it is!
Natsuki snatches out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest.
Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world.
I know that feeling. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible.
Hey, if you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass on the door.
She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging or anything. I didn't even say anything.
It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Enner. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact,
Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box.
I'm gonna show you exactly why.
She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. The main character seems to be this one character named Millie Parfait. It's exceedingly moe.
Don't just stand there.
Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall, beneath the windowsills, super unaware that this is the first time a girl besides Sayori has touched me. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit next to her. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat.
Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like this.
Why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. I feel a raging hard boner.
Dad, I'm having so much fun. I didn't think I was gonna have this much fun, to be honest. Sorry. I was just spacing out.
Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so...
That's the book you gave me, right?
Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason.
Just curious how come you have 2 copies of the same book?
Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them.
Ah, I see. 2. That's kinda sussy. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon.
I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story.
Is that so? What's it about anyway?
Well...
Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back.
Oh, I open my eyes and find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait, actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're so oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out from all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right there. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because I don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up? Seriously, Sayori? What do you think? You don't have a boyfriend? Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Oh my god, what the fuck?
Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat.
Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like this.
Why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this.
Don't say it like that! You'll make me feel weird about it.
Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to a girl either. Not that I can say it's particularly a bad thing. I open the book and try to hide my boner with it. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am.
She's kinda cute, not gonna lie, okay? She's kinda cute. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning?
You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then?
Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention?
I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so we can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Something about Etheria and 4 girls coming from heaven and hell and trying to adapt to human life. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for it. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be a plot?
Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like, there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop. But that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they get into a fight with Lazulite and Obsidia, and they try to fight off Noctix and Luxium, and these new school kids come in, and they're a group of people called Aluna. That's really what makes it so good. There's so many people. There's so many touching parts.
Oh, is that so? Sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you.
Well, hey, wait! What's that supposed to mean?
What? Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't seen you at your full power.
Good save.
This chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga?
Well,
Natsuki pauses for a moment, as if she doesn't want to admit something.
Yeah. Why does that matter?
It doesn't. I was just curious, since you enjoy baking too, right?
That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got into manga. Oh, sorry, got this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's a manga. I feel bad for anyone that's impressionable. Definitely not a coincidence. Sorry, sometimes I get confused on who's talking because I think I'm reading too fast. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention she's really good at this, so who am I to judge? Oh shit, a close-up! Oh, kawaii!
The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol in the front cover.
Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experimental prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart.
That's kind of... It's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so a dark turn came from nowhere. Hmm...
Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Luca?
No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kind of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so.
Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different.
It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals, or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly when
What is she talking about?
you thought you related to the protagonist, they made it out to be the naive one. For letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything.
Well, I guess it's alright then. I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. And I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts. I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So, I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much.
That's... I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all.
That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it.
Oh! I might as well get started reading it, right?
You don't have to.
What are you saying? Just a moment ago you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had to put into my bag. Alright. It's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's.
Yeah,
Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
that's... I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone.
Well, you're about to find out. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
Alright.
I open the book and start the prologue. I still don't understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead.
Sorry. I was just...
Yuri! You really apologize a lot, don't you?
I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean...
Here! It should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. Yuri timidly closes her copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead, I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn a page.
Here.
Yuri-chan!
Oh my god, what the fuck is this POV, yo? I feel like I'm playing a whole ass different genre of games. Wow. This is so funny. That's not the word I would use, but what is? Well, I was just thinking of how weird it is to have a friend to have a friend who does these kind of things. Huh? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to close the button near her chest, bruh.
We read on for a few more minutes. I finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you?
It's not.
Even though you're just watching me read?
Well, I'm fine with that.
If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't?
That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know.
What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends?
Could you not rub it in? Jeez.
Sorry.
Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. I can't even bring it up to them without being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face sometimes.
Ugh, I know those kind of people. We call them normies. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who aren't normies. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards more otakus over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Wait, which part?
I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I just can't win, can I?
Well, it paid off, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it.
Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems.
Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right?
So? Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what?
Yeah. I flipped the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing.
I totally forgot that happens!
Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels.
Millie is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky, but it gets especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter.
Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that, and being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience. The thought makes me smile a little to myself, and my raging heart boner.
Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. This is it, that's what it looks like. That's me, guys, that's my hand! Look! I did the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page when Yuri slides it on the thumb. After it flips to her side. But, in holding it like this, we're hardly even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face as she's in the corner of my vision. She's looking at us, chat!
Bruh. Bruh. This game trying it. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever button it, you would probably notice sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? I mean, it means my boobs got bigger again.
Are you ready?
Huh?
To turn the page.
Oh, sorry! I think I got a little bit distracted for a second. I glanced over at Yuri's face and our eyes met.
Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer button up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew. That's so much better. Sayori puts her arms in Sayori
I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay.
She's smiling!
I don't mind being patient if it takes you a little bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah. Thanks. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. What the fuck am I talking about?
If I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Bitch, just say you like me and call it a day. Like, what's up with this subliminal shit, bruh?
My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri? This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
You think so? How does she?
Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she also second guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms.
I see.
Yuri remains silent for a moment.
But Luca, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that.
Wait! I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute.
What are you saying all of a sudden?
Okay, everyone.
Eh?
Are you all ready for today's... Oh my god, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm such a bad class president. Are you all ready with today's poems? Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there.
Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright, guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki.
You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens?
Yeah, but Monica just said,
Don't be dumb. Just take it home with you.
is that really alright? I say that mostly because it has her DNA all over the book and I'm just gonna take it home?
Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time for way too long. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kinda down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not... It's fine.
Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer that I only read it with you?
I guess I don't have too much of a preference anyway.
In that case, Why?
Okay, everyone. This bitch and her okay, everyone, I swear. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Kel, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I fail to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem.
By the way, Mike, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait!
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Okay, this is my favorite theme from this game, bro. When I used to be an editor, I would use this shit as background music for people's videos.
Who should I show my poem first? Let's show Natsuki first, yeah? I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first.
Okay, well, let's start with things I don't like. First of all,
Natsuki rereads my poem.
never mind. I don't feel like giving you my opinion.
What's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things.
Uh,
In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours, like Monica said.
Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, huh, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy.
So, in other words, you're saying you liked it? Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat.
You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important.
Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right?
Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try. But that's about it.
That kinda sucks.
What type of poem?
I like it.
What?
Just
be honest.
It kinda sucks, dude.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously.
What do you mean it's deep? Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb. Oh, that's true.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like this poem.
Pug. 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 Pug.
Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
The other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her.
We get to do this more? Okay. Okay, guys, but who do you wanna pick? You guys get to pick the second one, since I picked the first one. I'll just do I'm just gonna estimate like a majority vote. you guys are saying Yuri. Okay.
I like how there's not a lot of people who want to know about Sayuri.
Okay, let's do Yuri then.
As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten.
Exceptional.
Huh? What was that?
Did I say that out loud?
Yuri first covers her mouth and ends up covering her face.
He's going to hate me.
You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri.
Huh? That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates that you've written a lot of poetry before.
Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment from you. This is actually my first time, really.
Huh?
Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again.
Well, I know that. I just meant,
Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her fingers along the words of the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly.
Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in the new
Reading talk. God.
In other words, they tend to pick up a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take...
I need water, guys. Whoa. Holy.
It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though.
Biased how?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamingly as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Okay. Ghost under the light.
The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the ember glow. Bathing! It must be this one, the last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers, and I flicker back.
So this bitch just said POV. Literally this, she said POV, you're a light post.
I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting.
How do you know? How do you know? What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read scripts very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Huh? That's a relief. That's a relief. I also like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems.
Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest.
I'll be honest. It's our first time sharing. I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Uh-huh. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Luca.
Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well,
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost.
I understand. I understand all this talk.
Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And soon to be left with nothing.
And soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it away in that way.
I hadn't even thought of that. But that's impressive.
It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too.
Nah. If anything, I could have probably learned a thing or two from you.
You think so?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Luca.
Me too. Nice! Sayori!
Oh my goodness. This is so good, Kyo. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori? You must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all? Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't just like it because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a kyo poem. It's a kyoem. New word added to the dictionary. And that's what makes it feel extra special. Like, I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy you just wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Kyo. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motivation here. Then again, I can't deny that she's a part of the reason why I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm also really bad at this. We'll see about that. Oh, I've never heard this alternative version of the song before. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning. It makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed. Making me rub sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. I felt like it like voices and then it's just like, I want breakfast, bitch.
I want breakfast.
Sayori? This is just a guess, but didn't you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I want breakfast. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This is so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it.
Monica! How long is this game, guys?
Hi, Luca. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good. Glad to hear it.
By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. You're fucking hot and you're not a virgin.
Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I mean, she's pretty. That's good. Like, main character horny on main again.
I'm much better off just knowing with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, wanna share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Uh-huh. Don't worry, Luca. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand my Monica my poem.
I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Ah, well, yo, Monica is a Kyoyori shipper, bruh.
I like it, Enner.
Really?
It's a lot cuter than I expected.
Oh, jeez.
No. Kinda makes me think of something Natsuki would write. She's also a good writer too. So take that as a compliment.
Can't believe this non-virgin girl just told me that I was good at writing poems.
Yep. By the way, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein?
Eh?
Great job, Luca. I was going, ooh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you.
It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectation low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort.
That's not very fair of you. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imaginary and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own.
Why are we talking about Yuri?
We may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there's also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So, I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You're surely not reading into it that much. I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has a kind of gentle feel to it. I can tell she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew someone so happy in the world could see sad things too? Or enjoy sad things too, my bad. Yeah, that's totally unexpected.
Have you read anything by Silverstein?
Eh? Maybe a long time ago? I lied casually.
He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes, there's only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that they can express views of the world that would apply to anyone.
I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that?
Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning of through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this, because every time I get near you guys I get a boner.
Anyway, you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall.
It could not be me.
See, the direction that spackle protrudes a noisy neighbor.
An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue.
No. I can't see. I reel blind, like a film left out in the sun.
But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of my meaningless image.
It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright.
It was too deep, stretching forever into everything.
A hole with infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out.
And he on the other side was looking in. What the fuck?
Hug!
This is so bad after I made her sound like she wasn't a virgin. Okay. I literally did not think this would be a poem. So, what did you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and times. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one again?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day.
Sometimes, when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point.
If you try hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress.
Just force yourself to get something down on paper and, try to tidy up laughter too.
Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just end up in a big dark puddle of ink.
So move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today.
Thanks for listening!
Oh, yeah.
I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. As if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh.
I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayuri and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watched each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
Oh. What's with this language?
Huh? Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is
vanilla.
Vanilla? Did you just completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be vanilla?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it didn't really come out nice at all.
Ah, fuck!
Well, I do have a couple of suggestions.
Well, if I was looking for suggestions, I would have probably asked someone who liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayuri liked it, and Enner did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all,
Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet.
ugh,
And Luca liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up.
oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member's boner.
Huh? That's not what I... You're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Luca appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Huh? And how do you know that he doesn't appreciate vanilla as well? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Is everyone okay?
Well, you know what? I wasn't the only one who is a virgin vanilla in this club. And at least my boobs don't magically grow a size bigger as soon as Enner started showing up.
Ain't no fucking way! That's crazy. That's actually fucking wild.
Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little...
This doesn't involve you!
you!
They're fighting over me! Who's the simp now, chat? Fuck you! Who's the simp now, huh? Huh? Who? Not me!
I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned toward me as if they just noticed I was standing there.
Luca! She's just trying to make me look bad.
I swear my boobs were always the same size. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, and virgin vanillas are totally fine, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure them out. Help me explain that to her, Enner.
Wait! There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in a language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meanings the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessary limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that too, right, Luca?
Why the fuck are you bringing me into this?
Well?
How did I get dragged into this the first place?
Listen, you two girls. I just got dragged here by my friend Sayori. I don't really know what the fuck this poem shit's about. I don't know why you're asking me for advice. Like, I understand. I don't even read, okay? Last time I read a book was 3 years ago, and the poems, you know, and then before that, I didn't read anything until I read your stupid ass poem. So I'm a little confused. You're asking me for advice on literature. I don't even know what the hell's happening.
How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course, that's going to be...
Alright. Sorry, Yuri, I'm gonna have to go with my girl Natsuki, because, I want to get into her route, so let's go.
This is the most dating sim ass shit ever, bro. I gotta figure out which one I want to make feel good and which one I want to like fire down. Like I'm the protagonist of this fucking harem. Okay. To be honest with you guys, yeah, I'm gonna just say help me, Sayori.
Oh, which one? I'm not gonna pussy out. Help me, Sayori? No. That's gonna make both of them hate me. But if I go with Yuri, since we already have, like, you know, a little connection going on, guys, I might get myself a girlfriend tonight.
Yuri, you're really talented.
Well,
But Natsuki has a point. I think that I rack my brain in an attempt to back myself up. I think that conveying feelings with few words and being a virgin vanilla is impressive itself. It lets the reader's imagination takes over, and it shows some kind of restraint. And Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that. Because one of the only best things that I personally feel is when I get blue balled.
yeah!
And Natsuki? Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead, I turn to Yuri. Yuri? But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori? Yeah. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Kyo? Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair to others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why. Exactly why nobody likes you. Stop.
Yuri! Natsuki! I didn't pick the wrong one! I didn't pick. You're right that I liked your poem.
See?
Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. Big man Luca coming in. Big mob boss Luca coming.
It's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously.
I understand. Yuri.
Huh?
You're serious. I can't do it. I can't do it. You're seriously a talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed.
Well, that's...
But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it. And it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. God, I sound like a dweeb.
Yeah! It did, didn't it? Shows how much you know.
That's not... Natsuki, I think that's enough.
Huh? Me? She was so mean to me.
Natsuki's voice whines. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing, and sharing it can be definitely hard. It looks like we learned a lot that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulder. Sayuri is nodding vigorously. Yeah, so you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise.
Thanks for noticing.
He finally mutters that, barely audible. Yuri. Yuri looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I still feel like I'm almost about to get a boner.
Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Yo, Sayori the go. She's saving us. She getting us out. I said Operation Save a Hoe. And she started running over like stomping her feet like, I got you, Gil, I got you. Sayori the GOAT. This is what I'm saying. This is why Sayori is my Oshi, best girl, my waifu, and the one I will pick out of this dating sim, okay? Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? But because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. I'm with y'all too. What the fuck? What the fuck type of unnecessary ass comment was that shit, bro? Like, you did not need to say all that. Like, for what? Sayori? Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So, this is why Sayori is vice president. I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah. It's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but it's really suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. Yo, if this bitch Monica does something to Sayori, I'ma fuck her up, okay? Right now, listen, chat. If this bitch touches Sayori, I'ma fuck her up, okay?
I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said, so you don't need to feel threatened either.
Well,
If you say so.
hey! It's not like you need to apologize for me, Enner. Sheesh.
Natsuki takes a breath.
The thing about...
Natsuki glances around the room.
Would everyone stop staring at me?
Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time with it than she boasted. Sayuri and Monica look away.
Anyway, the thing about your boobs... I didn't mean it, okay? I know they're natural. That's all.
Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with everyone.
Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri.
Sayuri?
I'll go make some tea. I was just trying to help. I'm sure she appreciated that.
Oh, sorry. I'm sure she appreciated that, Sayuri. I put Sayuri on the Sayuri on the shoulder.
But Natsuki, you took it way too far. You took it way too far. Yuri means well. And if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place.
Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that. Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too?
In the end, no one has taken her side. She's trapped at this point of being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up feeling bad for her.
Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head.
Sayori, she doesn't need to...
You know what? You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces now.
Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples the poem. No! What the hell?
Natsuki. She really didn't need to do that.
Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and she sit in an adjacent chair. Everything all right?
I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. Probably hate me now.
No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gone frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it. You handled it as well as anyone could. Oh God. I don't think any less of you.
Well, alright. I believe you. Thanks, Luca. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now.
It's nothing.
One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, I would never do anything so shameful. So,
Huh? What was it again? What was that thing that Natsuki said?
well, never mind that. I'm going to make some tea.
Ah, good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay?
Yeah.
Well, now that that's passed, everyone's read each other's poems, right? I hope that it was worthwhile for everyone, especially you, Anner. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from the lazing around we got a little too used to.
I laugh like Sayuri.
So,
Oh my god, I'm getting confused. So my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere.
no, not at all, not at all. There's still time before we go home, so we'll all relax for a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club room, so maybe you can take the chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for. I disagree, Monica. Huh? About what? That's not the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is having fun! Of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayuri.
It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Yo, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learned something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those who I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination.
Luca! Ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. Sayuri beams at me. Whoa. It truly has been a while since Sayuri and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Oh, yeah!
Sayuri, about what happened earlier,
Huh? What do you mean?
between Yuri and Natsuki, does that kind of happen often?
No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise, they're both wonderful people. It's probably just because there's more testosterone in the room.
You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Kyo, it's nice to see that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what's making me the happiest. And I like to think everyone likes you too.
That's...
Every day's going to be so much fun.
It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to that kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but... does it really need to stop here?
Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Oh, we're doing poems again?
My goodness! Oh! Chat, give me. I need water. I need water so bad.
Okay, sorry, chat. I really have to pee because I drank a lot of water because I'm reading a lot. So I'm gonna take a bathroom break. Let's take a 2-minute bathroom break. I'll be right back, okay?
I'm back. Right. I think we're all ready. Okay. Time to impress Yuri again. Yuri-chan, Yuri-chan, Yuri-chan.
Okay. So I want Sayori to like me, right? So hers is like, doesn't she like the more, she doesn't like sweet, cute stuff, and she doesn't like introspective, depressing shit either. She likes very positive words, but also like more neutral positive words. So like, I don't think sweet would be her, but I think smile would be her. Yeah, see, look at me. Depression scar, Jesus.
Misery. Oh, no!
Tadaima! You guys enjoying the story so far? I can't wait to get into Natsuki's route because I really want to know what happened. Okay, let's try to get Natsuki's like sort of vibe again. I think like this one's a little bit more my gun? Okay. Marshmallow. Oh.
What about together? Yeah. Comfort. Yeah. Imagination? Okay, no. Effulgent. Yeah, I know what the fuck that means. Why do they have vertigo, suicide, and anxiety? Like, what the f?
Graveyard. Pog! Philosophy. Pog! Clouds.
Kawaii. Cute. Ribbon. Parfait, parfait. Oh my god, okay. Rose? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. No, I don't want to go for the childhood route, please.
Oh, I'm low-key good at this, though. Embrace. Vacation. Awesome. Okay. We did it, bro. We did it. We fucking did it. We made another Sayori approved masterpiece.
Extreme? Yes! Wonderful. Wait. Prayer? Oh, no. Unrequited. Oh!
Pain? Oh, I don't know.
Imagination. Yes! Sensation. Unstable? Unstable?
Rain cloud. Oh shit. No, 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 no. Okay. Papa. Apparently she has like Papa issues. I don't know.
What? Anger.